Everyone's been asking me to do an update on Bitcoin, so here it is. As you can see, we are at critical resistance right now on the monthly. We are dead at the level. All right, so if bears are going to step in, they pretty much need to step in here, and this is the level where they should step in. If we can get through this level, that would be quite significant for the bulls to power through this zone and get a monthly close above here. Okay, if we can get a monthly close above this level and then retest this zone, that is the bulls completely in control, because what that's telling you is that these sellers are exhausted, and then not only are they exhausted, they've become buyers, and that's what you want to do when you get that flip. So critical level, this is where the battle is about to begin, and we can see what's going to play out from here. So let's dive deeper and check out what we can see. So it's really easy to identify where we're at. All we've had is lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then what it moved into was then a sideways trend. So we've gone from trending to sideways. So right now you are in a sideways trend. What we don't know is this accumulation before the next leg up, or is it distribution before the next leg down? So we need to wait for confirmation. So technically no one really should be bullish or bearish right now, because we are in a sideways movement. Okay, so we need confirmation of the move either way and volume to confirm that move as well. For me, there are a lot of signals that are leaning towards it being down. However, you let price action tell you the story, and at the moment it has not changed market structure. It has not broken below that pivot low, so why it's hold that, we are still good. Okay, so diving into the daily now, let's unpack why we're at a critical resistance and why we're at a confluency resistance now, where the bears should step in and fight back. If they don't, then the bulls can be in control. So just our obvious trend line that's been going up. Previous support became resistance. It's become resistance again. That also aligns with major horizontal resistance as well. All right, sellers, sellers, sellers. You would expect sellers again. So you've got trending resistance, horizontal resistance. On top of that, let's dive in a bit. We can also then do our Fibonacci extensions as well. And you can see that we are at the 1.618 level here as well. Okay, so you got 1.618 going through horizontal and your trend resistance as well. Okay, what you've got to realize here is that you've had your first move up, and then you've had this move here. This move here is your correction. Okay, it's what's called a running flat. It's where it's taken out the high, but then it hasn't brought in the low here. I'll show you an example. Okay, normal flats, which are like your double tops and double bottoms, that's a regular flat. Expanded flat is where you take out the high and take out the bottom. A running flat is where you take out the high, but you don't take out the bottom. This is what we've had. We've had an uptrend, A, B, C, and then it moves up. Okay, so going by that now, knowing that is that you've got your wave 1, and then A, B, C, 2, and then is this 3, 4, 5, or it could be an A, B, C. That's wave A, this is B, and then we'll come up for C. Okay, so we're at a kind of an inflection point where is this just a 3-wave corrective move up back to a major resistance level, or is it the beginning of an impulse that's about to go higher? From that, we do know one thing is that it cannot come back into this zone here, because wave 4 cannot enter wave 1 territory. All right, so that is our no-go zone. It cannot go below there. It would also be breaking, yeah, pretty much back through where these sellers are. They should become buyers like they have here. So that'll be your first sign of weakness, and then coming back into that territory would be the second sign. And then if we broke below that pivot, boom, she's done. All right, so this is kind of like a must-hold zone if we were to pull back here, going off those rules as well. One of the things that's really worrying is that this whole move has been going up on quite low volume. So you can see down here that this move is going up on low volume. So we're back up to the same price levels. Volume is nowhere near where it should be. Okay, again, you can see it here. Really super low volume here. volume is not confirming this trend. One of Dow theory's principles, volume must confirm the trend. So it's been manipulated. How long that manipulation can go on for, we don't know. You just ride the market structure until it says yeah. Otherwise, like I said, this is a point where me as a trader, I'm looking for a short. If we get through here, then we could head back up towards that CME gap up around that 36K. That would be the next zone. But yeah, looking at here, this is definitely the zone where the bears should try and step back in. So let's get some confluence here for some other charts and see if they're saying the same thing as well. Okay, so our USDT dominance is still in this triangle here, so it hasn't broken up or down yet. We needed to make its move. If it goes up this way, that would be a bullish move, which would be bearish for Bitcoin. If it breaks down below here, breaks below there, that would be a bullish sign for crypto as well. It is coming down on low volume though, low volume, which is the opposite to Bitcoin. Is that means that this trend is not confirmed by the volume, which means that this could just be corrective. We find a floor and go back up. But market structure at the moment is down, lower low, lower high, lower low. So it's still in a bearish trend at the moment until it starts to change and head back up again. Okay, here's your USDC dominance, and it's found dead on support right now. Again, it has come down in lower in volume. We've got divergence from that low to that low, that low to that low, and from that low to that low as well, plus RSI. Again, these are signals. We need to actually see it punch up from here and start to change its microstructure. So pretty much buyers do need to step in here. If not, if we break through this major support, that would be a good sign for Bitcoin, which would align with the breakthrough, that 31K. So can you see how all the stars are aligned? We're at a major resistance level. USDC is at a major support level. You know, if the bears are going to step in, it kind of has to be now. It has to come in. So we need to see some life. So this is the daily. Let's dive in and actually see if we are getting life into this zone right now. All right, so here's the hourly. You can see market structure is still clearly down, 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 down. All right, so we're trending down. We need this to then start going back up. So at the moment, no signs of life, little bits of divergence. So some signals, volume's pretty much where it is, not really divergence much on there. So you would need to see market structure change and start to head up here. Okay, needs to, because right now you're trending down into support zone, needs to be a demand zone, buy, step up, boom, we shoot up. Okay, this is the chart I posted on social media a couple of days ago, and what you've got to remember, whenever I post something, you need to look at what time frame I'm posting. This was the weekly chart, not the hourly, the 4-hourly, or even the daily. Okay, this is weekly outcomes, which are major. You know, what's going to happen in several weeks' time, not what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay, so you just got to remember, whenever anyone posts any chart, you always got to look at the time frame weekly. Right now, you can see lower low, lower high, lower low. This is the bull market that we've been in. We found a floor, and now we've broken out of this inverse head and shoulder above the neckline. At the moment, the candles are closing above the neckline. While they're above that, that is actually a bullish sign for this move, which is a bad sign for crypto. So the bulls need this to step down now. The American market's going to open in a couple of hours. That VIX needs to die off. Bitcoin has gone up, so then that might bring it down. So we need this thing to break below this zone and for that to be a bit of a fake out and start to topple back over again. Because if the VIX starts dropping, which if you look at the SP 500, same thing, it's at a major level. I'll give you a quick look now. Okay, same thing with the SP 500. It's the exact same thing as what's going on in Bitcoin right now. You've got your move, ABC, running flat, and now the next move. Again, to me, this just looks like a very clear corrective channel to me. Oh, sorry. It's just a very clear corrective channel that has come up to the fib 1.21. Oh, well, 1.272, sorry. All right, so for me, all that is an A, B, C, B, up to C, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within there. So right now it's a three-wave move. Same thing, if we come into this territory here, at 4100, you're entering wave 1 territory, that will confirm the three-wave move, which will confirm that's corrective, which will confirm that this will get a part in the leg, the next leg down. Okay, so this is already broken out of this channel now, a bit of a bad sign. It's coming down where these sellers here, it's got one chance to step up here at this 4180, 4200 zone. if buyers don't step in there and it starts coming down to 4,100, then it's in a lot of trouble. Okay, same thing, it is coming down. That whole move went up on lower environment as well now. And yeah, just some little bit worrying signs. And looking at the VIX now, okay, the VIX has broken above its major resistance line, similar to what you've just seen on the VIX BTC. All right, prior to that, it had its divergence coming down. So weakening trend coming down. It's now changed its market structure and it's above. So if this keeps trending, which it possibly could, see what the daily's doing. Yeah, it's still got a lot of room to breathe. Okay, higher high, higher low. We've taken out the new high, which is also this resistance level here as well. Okay, the next side's taken that one, and now this one, it's bullish. So volatility, fear, there's a lot of things to show that way. So will, I guess, Bitcoin outperform the SP 500? That's what we need to then look at, because hang on, if the SP 500 could potentially drop, will Bitcoin drop with it as well? So looking here, same thing, it's at major resistance right now. Major resistance. It's very overbought. It's come up on lower in volume as well. Okay, so again, some signs that it's, you know, it's attacking this major resistance with not much strength. Okay, after a big push. So it's there, but again, we don't trade signals, we trade confirmation. Market structure is still bullish, so technically while it's above here and here, it's still good. Sellers became exhausted. So if it was to reject, you want them to be buyers. If it falls there, it has to hold this pivot. If it breaks there, it's done. Or not done, but it's there. Then it breaks there, it's done. Okay, so again, some signals, some worrying signs, but yeah, again, this one is the same thing. It is sideways right now. It needs to make up its mind. Will it continue this trend, continue up, or is that distribution and then she rolls over? Need more data to unpack. Here's Bitcoin to US 10 treasuries, and you can see here we had this falling wedge we've broken up, but then you had divergence off this low here. Bitcoin made a new high here to 31K, but this made a new low, okay, showing the weakness. It's now come down here, and it hasn't actually changed its market structure yet. You can see that green line there. That's the line we want to see it get above to then possibly, you can see sellers, we need them exhausted, breaking back up and start the trend back up this way as well. Okay, because we want Bitcoin to be outperforming the US 10-year treasuries. Okay, so at the moment, still very early days. We need some more data, some more confirmation, but this is definitely a point where you've got to be careful. So, you know, just be careful where you're at. Again, never act on signals, you act on confirmation, but you're at a zone where you'd be looking for that change of market structure and possible rejection. If we get through, awesome. It can keep going up to around that 35, 36, see how it goes from there. But I still haven't seen volume step in yet. All right, the volume's still not confirming this trend. It's still a weakening trend, which means when it's a weakening trend, I'm cautious, which means I'm not selling out, but it means that the minute I get a change of market structure, I will be selling out. So things like that. And hope that helps, guys. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, everyone.